See that? She about to get slayed in a little bit. So.
If I did set up the camera and talk a little bit, that bother you?
No.
Okay, because I want to do it in this lane here, but I ain't gonna be loud.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. All right, so I had did this style. I had did this style, and it was like a butterfly. I had like 2 butterfly braids. Hold on, let me make sure this stand is standing. So I had did a style a couple of years ago on a Walmart wig. And somebody hit me up and was like, hey, look, can you make that same style for me on a human hair wig? And I was like, sure. So I made the wig, and yeah, this is the wig. It's a quick weave wig, and this is the bang area. This is the back. So what I'm gonna do? Oh, I need a rat tail comb. I wish he had a face, so I can keep my place. But yeah, so what I'm about to do is flat iron it straighter. Okay. Here we go. So yeah, like I said, I had did this style on Halloween wig, and she was like, I want that style on human hair. So I was like, I got you, boo. So here we are. I made the wig yesterday, and I'm about to flat iron it straight so I can style it. And the style is gonna be 2 butterfly braid buns. Hey, what up? So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I love this Chi. I just don't like the way it's. I love this Chi flat iron spray, but I just don't like the way it smells. It smells like cologne, and not in a good way. All right, my bad. But yes, I did a Halloween wig last year, and I styled it real nice. And somebody had hit me up and asked me, can I do it? Can I make them a wig and style it just like that? And normally when I make my customized wigs, I don't go live I may document it, you know, in the reel sometimes, but I don't go live. But this time, I said, why not? It's pretty simple. The back gonna be straight down, and it's gonna be like a half up, half down. This is a quick weave wig, but I did I had sold down the ends of it for the extra security. I don't know why I'm using this comb. She said she wanted it in a number 1. Number 1 black. Gotta put that fire on it a little bit. But yeah, the hair is pretty, it's fairly straight, but I want to straighten it just a little bit more to take the whatever fluff out that's in there. There we go. I had to cut that flat iron off a little bit. So we all know Halloween season. We in Halloween season, which is one of my favorite time of year. Because this is the most creative time, or a creative way to, a creative time to do some creative things and test the waters. I had mixed 2 types of hair on this unit. I had I'm trying to think. Yeah. Some of it is equal, not equal. What's the name of that hair? Is it equal? Yeah, equal. And some of it is Femi. No, silhouette. Yeah. I'm sorry. Some of it is silhouette. And some of it is Femi, 100% human. Human version. Okay, I need to take this bracelet off because it's getting caught up in my comb and I can't have that. But yeah, it's like I'm posting my throwback Halloween styles. And I kind of have a clue of who I want to be this year. But I don't want to set it in stone because I might change my mind. But I am taking suggestions. So, who do you want me to be for Halloween? As you can see, I'm not doing it track by track. I'm kind of just grabbing big pieces because, like I said, it's already kind of straight anyway. I just want to just close some cuticles real quick, like. And then I don't want the ends to be too fluffy. And I'm gonna have to cut the ends a little bit too. So it can be more straight at the bottom. There you go. It's like this heat protector is good, but I don't like the smell. And the other one I had to replace that one, it smelled good, but I ain't like how greasy it was. So if you know a good heat protectant or flat iron spray or whatever you call it, please let me know because I'm still in the looks for some spray. Now, I don't believe in throwing stuff away or not, using it if I don't like it. Because I love to save all my coins as much as I can. So I ain't going to say I ain't going to use it, but I am looking for a different one. I don't want it to be too oily. I don't want it to have too much residue in it. I just wish I can order. I remember my favorite heat protectant spray was by Regis. I used to work at Regis Corporation, the hair salon chain back in the day, and they flat iron. I said, oh man, that was like the best flat iron spray I ever used. Point blank, period. Like to this day, it's nothing. I just wish they kept selling it. I even tried. Well, I ain't tried lately, but I tried looking it up and see if I can order some, and it was discontinued, and I almost cried because I was like, oh, that was my favorite. I tried to hold on to the last little bit. So soft. feel so lazy today. I don't know how to get it in. The only and yes, this is pet hair I use. Cause I feel like you still can get good styles from pack hair. That's what I grew up off of. And I know how to use it. And if you wanna know how to use it, go ahead and sub so you can get the tutorials cracking. Cause I do tutorials on all the styles I create. I do many tutorials, and you know, as far as the wrist and all that. And I also do if you want to see the more in-depth tutorial of that short, then you can go on my website and purchase that for $4.99. I know some people can't, you know, learn in a 30-second reel. So I have something for all types of learners. If you're a fast learner, you know, go ahead and consume the shorts. If you need, you know, a more in-depth video, I have that for $4.99 on my website. And let's say if you just want the full ultimate package with all my tutorials, I did. I have a synthetic wig tutorial program, and it teaches you how to make the wig, cut it, style it, all kind of stuff, how to make it glueless and all kind of stuff. So if you want the ultimate package, you can get that as well in the bio for $19.99. So I have, you know, everything for everybody, for all the different types of learners. Up to the full length program, I upload a tutorial once a week. So it's always fresh content on there. Okay, so that's the back. Now I'm finna do the side. The sides. Oh, it smells good. It's like the flat. It's like this don't smell good, but when the flat iron hit it, it makes it smell better. So this side. Now see, the only challenge when it comes to making customized wigs is like whenever they want a bang. If I'm making a wig for myself or for a tutorial, you know, measuring off my head, I can put it on. I can measure where I want to cut the bang in, but I can't put this on because it's not my it's my wig. It's not mine. So I kind of have to. What I do, I kind of like measure. I know everybody don't have the same size head as me, but I kind of use my head as a gauge. So I start with my hairline, and I go right here, and then I make it like an inch longer then I'm aware I have a small forehead, so if anybody have like an average or a bigger size forehead, they can have enough room. So I kind of like measure mines and then go down just a little bit to kind of give it some wiggle room. You know what I'm saying? Cause I do have a very small forehead. I ain't cutting no layers in it. He reminded me one time I told the lady, I said, hey, measure your forehead. Because I want to know where I need to cut the bang at. So measure your forehead. And she measured it and I did it. And it still turned out to be, a little longer. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to just make it long because if they have to cut it at home, they can have that option. Because if it's too short, it's too short. Ain't no coming back from that. So yeah, if it's too long, then I tell them, that's why I have tutorials on my channel too. So if you get a wig from me, you can know how to style it and modify it if you have to, at home. Because most of my tutorials is like mostly styling tutorials. I have a lot of wig making tutorials on here too, and braid tutorials. But my specialty is cutting and styling. So that's why I'm like, I ain't gonna just sell you a wig and leave you hanging, and you don't know, you don't know what's going on. You don't know how to maintain it at home. All you have to do is just come back to my videos and bing, and just find whatever you struggle on, or whatever you struggle with. You can always come back to the tutorials and modify your wig at home. Alright, I'm almost done with this side. I'm making my way up to the bang area. So, I was so mad at myself because, when you're making a quick weave wig, you can't just put, you can't just start, you can't just put the cap on it and just start gluing it on the canvas head because it's going to seep through. And guess what I did? On my new canvas head, I forgot to put the shower cap on it and just started gluing away. And then I was like right in the middle of me making it, I was like, oh. Anyone don't need me to look at it. I already know. I don't even want to see it. I was like, I can't believe I just messed up. Like, that was such a rookie mistake. Moving fast. Moving too fast. Alright, this is the bang area. Coming on around. Gotta do this side. After this side, I gotta finish a little bang. Then we're gonna get the styling. had brought the little small cheese because I know you're like, why is she that small behind bottle? Because if you know cheap products is not cheap. Cheese is not cheap. So I said, and then I ain't used it since from back in the day. You know how people change their formula. So I was like, you know what? Let me just get the small one for now. And if I don't like it, I ain't gonna be stuck with it. So that's why I got it. But it still was end up $5.99. But I was like, let me just get the small one. So if they change the formula or whatever, I ain't stuck with it. But you just cannot be too heavy-handed with that stuff, because if you like spray it, mist it on there, but don't spray enough on there to where you make it like you make the hair wet. Like if you make the hair wet, that's how you know you put too much on it. Don't wet the hair with it, just mist it. Because if you wet the hair on it don't leave a residue, but it makes it like it keep it like a sticky feel. If you put too much on there. Alright, so I'm around the bang area. I just got this much left. And that's another reason why they say spray far away too, because if you spray far away, it's going to prevent you from spraying too much on it. Two more sections. Oh, it's like cologne. Somebody had asked me about my blow dryer on Instagram. I was like, girl, only if you knew. I had that blow dryer for over 12 years. I be trying to hold on to my old equipment, man, because, ain't nothing wrong with the new. It's just the old equipment lasts longer. And and if it ain't go out on me or something, I'm going to still use it. And not to mention that, I always stand on this. Like, even with the mannequin stands and all that, like, that old school equipment is more durable. That's why it lasts so long. Alright, so that's that. Now I am okay, what a bang area. It's the bang. Okay, there we go. I said, why it's not straight? Okay, this is the bang area. So I'm not gonna cut the bang yet, but I am gonna carve out where it should be at, so I can put it to the side, so I won't accidentally put it in with the rest of the stuff, with the rest of the style. So I'm gonna take about this much. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna leave like this much out. And put it to the side. So I'm gonna put a rubber band on it. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna put a rubber band on it. Bing. That's that. Alright, so I put the rubber band on it. And push it back a little bit. I want both sides to be even. Okay. Alright, so this is the bang area. Make sure they straight. Ooh. Alright. Alright, that's the bang area. So she said she wants two ponytails, two butterfly ponytails in the back hanging down in the blunt cut. So always put your sections aside. So you got your bang section, I got put aside. I'm gonna put aside the two ponytails. So it's gonna be one right here and like one right, hold me see. So it's gonna be like one right here and one right here. Bing. So somebody do this. All right, so I'm about to carve out the section for the ponytails. So this is gonna be one. I know you're like, how's she gonna do this with no closure and no frontal? Because I've been doing it with no closure, no frontal all my life. So I know how to move around. Alright, so. Alright, that's one ponytail. Put that to the side. Yeah. So I'm gonna put this in the ponytail. Or a clip. Like, you gotta always have your foundation not only strong, but you gotta always have your foundation prepped. Because if you don't prep it beforehand, you're just gonna be, you don't know which direction to go, and you're just gonna get frustrated, and you're like, ow! You know what I'm saying? So always have your sections, always prep your sections. So you can know which direction to go while you're styling it. So this is gonna be the second ponytail. Clip that up. Ooh! Put that to the side. So you got your bang section to the side, your 2 point sections to the side. Now she says she just want the back hanging down. So the back is hanging straight down. Alright. Now I'm gonna cut the black. I'm gonna cut the back. Oh, let me put this up there. I might want to save that. Alright. Now I'm gonna cut the back into a blunt cut. Alright. This is the back hanging down. Now, ooh, excuse me. I ain't gonna cut it all high. I'm gonna keep the length, but I'm gonna just, I don't want the ends to be, feathered like that or, tapered. I want it to be straight across. So I'm just gonna take it straight down. Make a blunt cut. And not to mention, I want to keep the length because, like I said, she's not here for me to measure her neck and her back. So I'm gonna keep, so the picture, in the picture, the the reference picture was long in the back. So I just said, you know what, just keep the length that it is now and just make a blunt cut. When I'm making wigs for other people, I'm like, my rule of thumb is when in doubt, don't cut too, when in doubt, don't cut too much. I'd rather for it to be too long than too short, because once it's too short, you can't, this wig here ain't finna grow back. Okay, so is that even? Check and see if it's even. This side's a little longer. There's always that one side, boy. That just won't do right. All right, let's see. We got it. Almost. God damn, mine damn near perfect. All right, I know that gotta be it. Okay, that's it. Hold on one second, I might get my other protector spray. When I'm on live. All right, so this other heat protector I was telling you about, I like the smell, but it's too greasy. I'm just gonna just mist it a little bit. From far away. Uh-huh. Yeah. All right, what are other, here are other clips. That thing about to fall right on down. All right. Why did I cut my foot iron off? Why, low? I cut my foot iron off for unknown reasons. Oh, that's because I was sectioning the hair off. It ain't gonna take long to heat up. It's getting hot already. And see, that's another thing I like about that century foot iron. It won't take all day to heat up. As soon as you put that thing on, it's on go. Alright, so she want the ends to be bumped. I don't want to bump it too much. Just enough to say it's bumped. Now, after I style it, I should have put the last thing on there first. But yeah, if I style it, I have to put the last band on there. So the fit good and snug. She want them ends bumped, baby. Alright, here we go. And then I don't like to put too much product on it before I ship it off. Because I know at some point they gonna put product and stuff in it too, so I don't want to have it too product out when I give it to them. So that's why you see me just not going too ham with the products. And then not to mention, like, I don't put a lot of product on my home. Why did I can't do? I don't put a lot of product on my own wigs anyway, unless it's like an intricate, you know, sculpted updo where I have to freeze some stuff. But other than that, I do it like that. All right, so let that cool down. See, she want her ends to be bumped. Her ends are bumped. Let that cool down. Turn you back around this way. Now, I'm about to cut this bang area. thought I was tripping for a little minute. I might say, hold on. Okay. Alright, it's the bang. I'm about to cut the bang. Now, like I said, what I do is measure my forehead as like a standard. Alright, so my hairline right here. This is where my bang would be. But I want to make it like an inch longer for her. So I put it right here. So I put it right here. And that's 4 inches. That was ice?
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna mark it or something. I need to mark it or something. Alright, put a little hole in there. Alright. This off the way. I done wrapped it too tight around my wrist. Oh. Alright, bang. Bang, baby. I ain't been doing all that fancy twisting and stuff. I'm gonna just do it straight across. The mark is right here. Here we go. Hey.
Mom, my towels. I can get my towels real quick.
Everything is a blunt cut. She want the bang blunt. She want the back blunt. You getting that paper to that lady?
Today, she was in a meeting.
She was in a meeting.
Yeah, because she said whenever her door closed, she was in a meeting. So,
Yeah, just try again tomorrow.
Okay.
Alright, gotta make sure that thing almost perfect. Almost is almost is almost. And I also leave it a little longer too, cause I know some people when they bump their bang, when you bump a bang, it makes it shorter. Like this was bumped, so when you bump it, it kind of stand it up a little bit, so it makes it go up. But if you have it just straight down, it's to my nose. So just in case, she bump it and it spring up a little bit, she have some wiggle room. All right. So that's the bang. See, oh, look how straight that bang in. Flowy. I'm put a little heat protector on it, a little more heat protector on it. Straighten that out a little bit. I'm not bumping it per se, I'm just kind of curving it under, so I just want to be looking too straight. Do this side. Okay, let that cool down before you move on. And that's the bang. That's the bang. All right, ponytails. Let's get to it. Now. All right, so where you at? All right, I'm going to get my other comb.
Yeah. The rectangle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened? That's all?
No.
Huh? All right, ponytail time, ponytail time, ponytail time. No closure, no frontal. Just pure D talent.
Pure.
Huh? Pure D. See something. I'm gonna take this out because something telling me don't put that in the ponytail. Because the bang stop right here and I want it right there. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna have to add this to the, I'm gonna have to cut that with the other side. All right. Get your wig brush, brush it on up. All right. Like put a little clip or something right there so then hold it for me while I put it up. I got my newspaper rubber band. I should put that back in the ponytail so I won't get in the way. Now, I'm not making it super duper tight. I'm just kind of I'm doing more placements than anything. All right, that's one ponytail. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna take some hair out around the perimeter. Yeah, let me start this over. I'm gonna take some hair out. Yeah, let me take some more hair out. I'm gonna take some hair out. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Put that right there so you can hold it in place. There we go. And you see when I left some hair right here. It kind of hides that the track a little better. Well, a lot better. I swear my phone ring the most when I'm on live. Okay, so that's one pony. Now, I don't gets this like even though the ponytail's in place and all that, I don't get the spraying and stuff and making it hard and all that too soon, because if I have to take it out and redo some things, then it's not gonna be too much of a hassle. One pony. Let's go to the other side. other pony. Do the same thing to this side, that side, take some of that hair out. I know you're like, how is she styling this with no closure? I don't want to take too much out, but just enough to hide that right there. All right, ponytail number 2. I'm gonna take some hair out on this side, add it to the back. Okay. Yeah, the style she ordered was a Halloween style I had did a while back. So I wonder if she's gonna use this as a Halloween style or everyday wear. Yeah, don't worry about trying to cover the tracks right now. Just get it all up. Get it all up. Get your big rubber band. Put in the pony. Ah! Oh! All right, get your behind in there. All right. Please trust the process. I know you're like, what the world? You gotta trust it. Okay, I'm gonna do that one over. I ain't satisfied. I want to be 100% confident. All right, let's do that one over. All right, so I forgot to put the clip on it. And see, that's what happens when you forget a step. So where's my clip? Put that clip on that bad boy. So it can help you guide. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's gonna help me get it up in there. Okay. Make sure the ponytails are even. All right, there we go. See, that clip helped me. Do I have to put more tracks right here? I think I might have to put some more tracks right here for this. Yeah. Cause this side look good. I gotta put some more tracks on this side. One right there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I'm getting my glue. Good thing I had some hair left over. Alright, so I'm about to fill in some of these little gaps right here, because normally I'll just cover it, cover it up with the hair, but I don't want to have to cover up too much and sacrifice the integrity of the style. So I'm gonna put one right there. See, I gotta put one right there, one right there, one right there. Bing. All right, cut the piece out. There you go. And see, after that's good and dry, I'm gonna have to sew the ends down so they won't go no way. I mean, the glue, it won't go no way with the glue, but just in case she snug it or try to snug it, she can just pull on it all she want and then it won't come out. So let me get my needle and thread. Yeah, see, I like the, even though it's glued down, I still like to put a little more extra security in it. Especially if I'm doing it for somebody else. Get on through there. Alright. Yeah, especially if I'm making it for somebody else. So I like to at least put it where I cut it at. At least sew it down where I cut it at. Alright, so that's one end. I'm about to get the other end. Yeah, so instead of sewing the whole track down, I just get the ends real good. Bing. Alright, that's one track. I want to add on the track right here. I want to add one right there. When I come back on live, hold on. I'm gonna do the finishing touches. But this is the prepping, the shape, well, yeah, this is the prepping before the actual style. You know what I'm saying? I like to have everything, I like to have my foundation and everything neat and in order and, sectioned off. So once I go on the style, I can just bing, 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 and then bing, 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 bing. Alright, so I glued that one down. You see how it's covering the perimeter a little better? That's what I wanted. Come on, get through there now. There we go. It's covering up a little better. Well, a lot better. Alright, get that other end. Pull it through the track. Pull it through the cap. Beam. Make sure you secure it. All right. And you see how when I lift it, next time when I lift it up and put it in the ponytail, it can be more covered. I'm gonna do one more little piece, like right. No, I gotta do that one, obviously. But I'm gonna do one more little piece right here. You gotta have that foundation straightened out. And I teach all this on my classes, online classes. All right, so as you can see right here, I'm about to put one more little piece right here. And obviously close that little gap up right there. I don't think I have to do the other side like that. It's this side. I may put a couple of pieces on the other side for kicks and giggles, but smash it down. Oh, good. Smash it down, make sure it's good and secure. Now that one, I put a lot of glue on that one, so I'm gonna kind of wait till that dry a little bit before I secure them ends with the needle and thread. So I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. And then get in between here. Put one right here. I'm obviously gonna have to do that ponytail because I'm still snatching on it. All right, put one right there. Gotta remember, don't put too much glue on it. Come on now. Alright. Tuck it under. I had tucked it under the bang a little bit so it can be seamless. Smash that down. Yeah, this is gonna help out a lot. Good thing I have some more hair left. Bing. Alright, smash that down. See how it's closing on in? That's what you want. Close it on in there. Alright, I think it's the last piece on this side. Close that gap. Tuck it under the bang just a little bit. Make sure you get all the hair out the way. Smash it, smash, 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 smash. I want to thank you for rocking with me on this live. All right, smash, smash. I might go to the store, so all that's gonna be dry by the time I get back. And I'm gonna have to put this back into that ponytail. Now, I'm gonna put one right there. A little small one, like right here. Now I'm gonna sew all this down when I get back. Smash, smash, smash. And of course, I'm gonna put one right here. Close that up. And see, while I'm making the wig, I don't see exactly where I need to put the placements at until after, until when I go and style it. Then I'm like, oh, let me fill this in, let me fill that in. So I always have extra hair on deck. Because you never know when you have to kind of tuck in some pieces. here and there. Now after I tuck these little pieces in around the perimeter, then I'm obviously have to redo the ponytail. Because I had to add the pieces in the ponytail that I added. Smash, smash, smash. So yeah, I'm just kind of just finding any little piece around the perimeter that needs more hair. So when I pull it up into a ponytail, it won't be exposed. So please trust the process. All right. See how it's less gappy? Oh, I see a gap right there. One more little part right here. That little gap right there. I'm about to close that in real quick, like. First, let me measure it. Alright, so when I get off, sweep the floor up for me. If you want people to call you, go live. Telling you. Hey, I'm gonna make that a social media growth strategy. Cause I swear the universe be knowing when you be on live, boy. All right, so I filled in that piece, and that's the last piece I had to fill in. And when I come back from the stove, I'ma secure those ends with the needle and thread because I don't want them to move at all. Even though the glue should do it, but I always like the extra security. So that's that on that. I had filled in those little pieces around the perimeter. See, ooh, looking cute. And like I said, she wanted a blunt bang with it bumped under. She wanted the back to be blunt and bumped under. And she want 2 ponytails at the top, which I have to redo because I just added some more hair around the perimeter. And yeah. So I did get the style out of the way because I ran out of time. But the tutorial is coming soon. So if you want to see how I did the ponytails and all that good stuff, I'm going to make a tutorial on it tonight. And I'm going to edit it and do the voiceover and all that good little stuff for you. And then I'm going to post it here tomorrow. Yeah. If not tomorrow, the next day, because I have to still post my daughter's birthday style. So yeah. If not tomorrow, the next day, I'm going to be showing how to do the butterfly braid ponytails. But yeah, appreciate you for coming through. Like I said, there's no rules in creativity. Just have fun and do you. As long as you're hurting about it. All right. Appreciate you for coming through. Like I said, I have wigs on the showcase floor. So if you want to order yours, you can go to my website at shantesepilation.com. It's in the bio. You can choose which style you want to purchase. I could make it for you, send it right to your doorstep. I also have Let's Go Sis t-shirts. So if you know me, you know that's my slogan in my videos. Let's go, sis. And you can get yours. This all you have to do is press the link in the bio. That's there on there as well. if you already have wigs at home, and if you want me to teach you how to style your wigs or revive them, how to cut them, how to make a glue list, and all that good stuff, and how to style it, which is my specialty, then I have a lot of classes on my website. I have many tutorial classes, so you can choose which style you want, and you can just pay for that style and learn that style for $4.99. And I have like a ultimate class where you can learn everything about how to, from how to make the wig to, cutting it, styling it, fitting it, and all that. I have that program is for the synthetic wig styling program, and that's $19.99 a month. And I also have other hair tutorials with human hair and all that good stuff, and it's the home making tutorials and the home styling tutorials for the human hair, huh? Right here? And so I have tutorials and classes for every type of learner. So if you learn real quick and fast, you can get these quick little tips right here on my channel, on my shorts. So go ahead and subscribe and press the notification bell, so whenever I drop something like this one right here coming up next, you can be notified, and then you can get straight to it. All right. So like I said, I appreciate you for coming through. I'm gonna go to the stove because I'm hungry. As you can hear, my voice is cracking up. But all right, appreciate you.